Okay, welcome back to the wild world of making drum beats. I'm going to get rid of this because this is from the last video. I'm going to put this back to where it was after the last video we were talking about drum programming. And currently I have this. Now, let's pretend I want the second half of my drum beat to be a little more intricate or a little busier. We've been talking about what a drummer might do. Counting wise, initially I told you that I want you to create a drum beat where the kick lives on beats 1 and 3 and the snare lives on beats 2 and 4. Doesn't necessarily mean they always have to just play on those beats. They can play in between. Sometimes they can do an 8th note, sometimes they can do a 16th note. We're not getting into 16ths yet. I did teach you briefly about 8th notes. 8th notes are counted on the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm going to show you what you can do to implement that kind of rhythm in this drum beat that we have in front of us. Let's take the second half. Let's listen to it again. I want to double tap this. Remember the eighth notes we hear are coming from the hi-hat. This is a kick drum. If I hold down Option and drag it over and put it underneath that hi-hat, this is what it's going to sound like. Say I want to do the same thing with the snare. So now, I don't know if I taught you this already, but if you press the return key in GarageBand, it shoots you back to the beginning of the track. So say I'm here, if I hit return, I go right to beat 1, measure 1. Maybe I even want to do this. Yeah, let's do that again. Nice. Okay. Now, a drummer will do these kinds of things while he or she is playing to make things interesting, shake things up a little bit. What you have you, it's drumming is kind of a physical job, but sometimes it could be redundant and boring. And they do little things here and there to spice things up. But this is something that when you have your solid beat in, you can just use the mouse to change things around, as you see I'm doing. Now we're going to take it a little further, and we're going to talk about fills. I think that what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to stop the video and go on to fills in the next section. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.